My name is Alishia Givens. My name is Courtney Blacknall.
Hello everyone, I'm Destiny Simone Price, a junior marketing major at the University of Texas at Arlington.
Hello, my name is Leigh Prejean. I'm a 20-year-old sophomore education major at the University of Texas at Arlington, and I am Miss Black and Gold contestant number 4.
My name is Tommy Duncan, member of Alpha Phi Fraternity Incorporated, Arlington Alumni Chapter, native of Dallas, Texas, and I've been involved with the Miss Black and Gold Scholarship pageant for probably 10 to 12 years now. Started out really just assisting some other folks who were really the coordinators of the pageant. One left, and then the other left, and then it ended up falling in my lap. In terms of motivation to continue doing it, I've been doing service through Alpha Phi Alpha since I was a college student, and so to a certain degree I've always worked with young people, whether grammar school students or high school students, or in this case college students. And really the passion for me is leadership development. I think in building a strong group of young leaders for the future. This is just a unique way of doing it through the scholarship pageant. Even though people may see it as a pageant, so to speak, it's not a beauty pageant, it's really a scholarship pageant, which means that we're really trying to develop them between the ears and trying to make them better leaders, better individuals to really build the future of this country and our community. So that's really the big picture of it for me, working with these young ladies to be better leaders, better moms, and of course to be solid young professionals.
Yes, there is a lot of work that goes into it, but it will pay off at the end. We practice 2 times a week, sometimes 3 times a week. So it's definitely something you have to be very committed to, but it's something that you will also enjoy as well. So it's a lot of work, but it's fun too.
Definitely the time management. I didn't know we would be practicing for so long, and we've been practicing since October, but I mean, it's come out to be something awesome. I definitely am glad that I did join it.
Well guys, a lot of work goes into the pageant. Since October, we've been practicing 2 times a week for 3 hours a week. Then you get your little Christmas break, and when you come back, then it's pretty much every day until the pageant. But it's a lot of fun. At first, it's gonna be hard work, but then it gets to the fun part.
a lot of work. When you first go into it, you don't think that it's gonna be much. You know, they teach you how to walk, and then you think, can't be much more than this, but you do a lot aside from the deciding what your talent's going to be, working on the talent, then working on your intro, writing your intro, memorizing your intro, picking out a dress, just going to practice every day and having to keep your composure and try to stay focused. That's the main thing, especially for me. That was the main thing throughout this whole process is, okay, time to go to practice, time to be serious, time to get things done. So.
All right, well, my name is Antoine Hicks, current president of the Zeta chapter, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Well, honestly, it's more work than I can even express. I am the president, but at the same time, we have people delegated just to work just the pageant because it takes that much time and commitment. As you can see, Tommy puts in a lot of dedication and time, and they start well before the year is even up to prepare for Black and Gold. So it takes a lot of time to raise money, raise funds, and actually just put on the whole pageant in itself. So that's why it turns out so good every year, because we put in so much time. That's why we try to have the pageant chairs come in and help out for the most part, but it still places a load on us to still come and try to support. Even more time from us this year because we was actually trying to help raise funds to make sure that the pageant was a success. So, I mean, with the schoolwork and working and then coming back and having to go to practice and support, help out, do whatever is needed, takes a lot of time, and it's a big load. But with Alpha Man, we always manage to pull it out. So That's what's the greatest part about it. I'm pretty sure it probably is, but I probably never really noticed it, maybe. I don't know. I was a neo president when I came in, and so everything was really new to me. And so ever since then, I was just basically, I guess you can say it was a pressure, because basically my whole thing when I first came in was to ensure that I kept up with what we were doing last year. And so this year I kind of got a hang for it and, you know, making it happen. And so I think I've pretty much allowed it to stay around the same level. I know that this year we're looking to have an even bigger pageant than we had last year.
We push them. We push them to go beyond their boundaries. We push them to learn. We push them to grow. Sometimes it's very frustrating. Sometimes it's aggravating. But I think the key thing is what we do is we don't have them here for them to stay the same after they've gone through the process. We expect them to be better. We demand that they're better. And we expect them to hopefully learn some things not only that they didn't expect, but also some things that they were focused on developing as a part of the pageant. But the key thing is really pushing them beyond their boundaries and beyond what their expectations are.
That's what I thought I was going to gain only. I thought it was just going to be communication skills, but boy was I wrong. I have learned so much. I think before the pageant I was a little indecisive, but after the pageant I am able to make decisions. It has taught me to make very well thought out but quick decisions. So we also got a chance to work on our resume, which was really cool. They just showed us what should be in a resume, what shouldn't be in a resume, so that will only help me for my future and getting different jobs. So I'm really grateful for that.
Yes, definitely. At first I was really shy. I wasn't used to being on stage and talking in front of a group of people, but now I'm more than comfortable. I'm more than confident just being on stage and being able to give my story to others. So it's definitely helped me come a long way.
Well, fortunately, I didn't know some of the ladies before we became pageant sisters, but us being pageant sisters made us a lot closer. There were a few girls that I didn't know that I have gotten to know, and now we're just getting along, and it's pretty cool.
I will definitely have to say that there are two things that I'm still working on, but I've definitely made some progress on. And one is definitely keeping my composure in stressful situations. And also, actually I'm gonna say three things. Another one, also, this has definitely taught me to persevere through no matter how hard anything gets, how bad you want to quit, because the pageant definitely you get the quitting, you get the thought in your head, but it's just this is something that I knew I couldn't quit, and so it's definitely taught me how to persevere. And then another thing, I definitely say that this has definitely helped me to work on my attitude. Not that I just had a horrible attitude before, but I definitely just keeping my composure, that has a lot to do with that. Those go hand in hand. I wear my emotions on my sleeve, so it's definitely taught me how to contain those emotions and let them out in a different manner rather than having a snappy attitude. It's definitely taught me how to positively reflect those emotions.
My name is Daniel Leachman, and I'm the co-chair for the pageant. Yeah, well, when I was initiated fall 2011, and the pageant process had already began by the time I got into the fraternity. So I kind of was just watching as a member, and then I decided that for the next pageant, which was this one, I wanted to, have an active role in it. It's a lot of work. I mean, we start having meetings to plan in the summertime, around June. We'll meet once a month, and then start meeting about twice a month in like July and August. And we start just to plan the recruitment process, which begins right when school starts, and then after that, in October we start practices, and that's once a week, and then it's twice a week, and it's a lot of behind the scenes work too. And then at this time we're practicing every day, so it's definitely a lot of work just to get everything, to make sure that publicity is nice and that the show is nice, and so it's a lot of work. Yeah, the recruitment process is it's like the most vital part at the beginning, because if you don't reach out and recruit, and if ladies on campus don't know about it, then you won't have quality contestants. So it's a lot. We just try to put up posters, flyers, use social media just to get the word out about the pageant, and so interested, young women can know what it's about, and they come. I think we had about 40 girls who were interested, who came to the meetings. We had personal invite meetings, and we had open to the public meetings, and it got narrowed down to the 5 girls that we have now. So, and then with like the ads, with the girls, it's always a thing every year that each contestant raises money for the ads, and the money goes to the success of the pageant. It goes to the scholarship funds. The brothers also raise money in ads, and it helps to fund this great event, I guess. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, right now we're definitely not even close to that point. Like next year we're thinking about getting some food catered and having it in a room where we can have food served to people that want to come. This year we have a live band. This is actually the first year we're actually going to have a live band to come. So yeah, I mean, I think each year we try to add new things. Next year we want to make sure that we have like a solid theme that we can have a nice video to and stuff like that. So yeah, we want to add. I don't know what the plateau is. Maybe getting like a celebrity to come or something, but eventually we do want to get to that point.
Okay. Now, I've been fortunate enough to participate as a judge for 4 times, and every contestant, without fail, every young lady has always said that this pageant has transformed their life in some way, made them a better young lady. What's the formula for making that happen? Not every event can say that it's made you a better person for participating, but you guys have something special going on here, because every lady says the same thing, that she's a better person as a result, win or lose.
It's just the process. It starts with just the basis of why the pageant was started, and then with our coordinator Tommy Duncan, he puts a lot into teaching and coaching these young ladies for just more than just the pageant, but for life skills and professionalism. Like I saw the transformation from the beginning to the end. A lot of these ladies know I feel like they can go into an interview and be way more confident than they would before this process. Just like with the Q&A section of this, that'll help in a lot of areas in business. If they're in a business meeting, if they have an interview that's going to be a little difficult to conquer, they can come at it in a more confident way because of this process. And confidence is just something that I feel like all of them have gained, even though some of them had confidence before, but this process helped to enhance their confidence, and that's going to help them in life, I feel like, for the rest of their lives. So
There is some pressure, because I think the students who are here at the University of Texas at Arlington, when they see something over and over again, there's always pressure to make it better, to continue to get people to come back. And if you don't make it better, people won't come back. Ultimately, our focus is making the program better for the contestants so they can develop and grow, but also to make it entertaining and educational for the people who participate and who invest their time to check out the pageant. So, I mean, that's a key and a critical part of it.
Okay.
Well, I think I'm thinking about it all year round. In terms of the work of the pageant itself, I think that picks up in the late spring, early fall. The planning season is during the summer. I think about it year round, just in terms of, what can I do to make it better, coming up with a good theme, how to recruit better quality contestants every year, how to make it more financially prosperous so that we can provide more scholarships and more substance to the contestants that are involved with it. So cerebrally, it's a year-round process. In terms of the recruitment of young ladies, that should be a year-round process. Starts, honestly, I would say during the pageant. When you put on a good pageant, young ladies become inspired to say, you know what, I think I can do that. And so the recruitment really starts at the pageant, and then it takes a little bit of a lull in the spring because there's not as much activity. Then towards the end of the spring, then we start getting back into planning mode.
I decided to become a contestant because I love getting involved around campus, and I heard about this program and this pageant, and I actually was on the executive board of NAACP, and our president participated last year, and I just seen her transform and grow from the pageant. She unfortunately didn't win, but even though she didn't win, she still gained so much, and I got to witness her grow, and I just definitely wanted to grab this opportunity and take it by the hands.
Okay, and if you could predict who's going to be your runner-up, because we know you're going to win, so who's going to be your runner-up of the other 4 contestants that you think?
I'm glad you asked that question. It's actually going to be a tie, so all 4 girls are
all
going to
4,
be
okay, good politically correct answer. All right. Now, if you had a crystal ball and you could predict the outcome, who would you say is going to be first and second? You can include yourself as first. I know that's why you're in it to win it, but who do you think would be runner-up to you then if you were to win of all the other contestants?
It could be any of the 4 girls. All of us have been working super hard. We've all been just trying to get everything down pat for tomorrow. So it could be any of the girls. It's super close, and I just can't call it. It could be super close.
Well, for me, I grew up playing sports. I was a competitor, so I just wanted to dive right in, get everything done, boom, boom, boom. But I've learned since being in the pageant that you have to slow down, enjoy the moments, enjoy the small things, like the little times in practice where we have to be goofy or have fun, talk a little bit, and not just be so droned in on the end goal. So just enjoy the journey as you go along.
Okay. Now, you and I know that you're going to win, but who would you say is going to be your runner-up?
Well, we don't know that I'm going to win yet. We'll wait till tomorrow night. But if I was fortunate enough to win, I would say the runner-up would have to be Alishia Givens.
Well, my passion, I'm very passionate about education. I'm an education major. I love learning. I like everything about, teaching, just everything that has to do with education. So I definitely think my platform would have to be education. I think it's important to go out to the schools, elementary schools, and read, and go to middle schools and high schools and just talk about the importance of education and how far it can take you in life.
Okay. Now, we both know that you're probably going to win, but so who would you say would be your runner-up of the other 4 contestants? If you just had to predict a runner-up.
Well, if I was to win, if hopefully I do, I'm praying that I do, and if I had to say that there was a runner-up, I would definitely have to say that it would be Destiny Price. I think through this whole thing, I have definitely, I see a lot of things in her that it's almost like she's so good at this, she's so good at that, man, I need to work on this because I know if I want to win, then I need to be on point. So I've definitely modeled everything that I'm doing, not after her, but definitely she's helped me, the way that she works and her attitude and the things that she's done has definitely helped me set my bar to know where I need to be for this pageant.
It's a development process. Everyone comes with a different set of skills and capabilities, and I think the most important thing for a young lady to know is that if you want to grow personally and professionally, it brings a lot of pieces together. It helps you to grow and mature as a young lady. It helps build your confidence. It helps you to understand who you are as a person, deal with some of your strengths, how to overcome some of your weakness, and really develop profession, because I think most importantly, this is a leadership development process. It's a scholarship pageant, but you have to remember, they're learning interview skills. They're learning how to work with resumes and improve those. They're learning how to develop communication skills in front of large groups and or small audiences. They're learning how to overcome personal obstacles and hurdles. And for what it's worth, this is really a well-rounded development process for these young ladies, and I think that's the most important thing. You can get frustrated, but that's life. The reality of it is it's not what comes at you, but how you deal with it and how you overcome obstacles. And that's what the pageant is about.
Well, I want to give a shout out to my mom and my daddy. I love you guys with all my heart. Being off at school and doing all this, is definitely, without y'all here with me, has definitely been a challenge because my mommy and my daddy are always the shoulder that I lean on. Of course, shout out to my brothers and sisters and all my friends. Love you guys.
Right. I want to give a shout out to Tommy Duncan, of course, for being a wonderful pageant coordinator. And I want to give a shout out to Antoine Hicks, the Zeta Chi president, and also my mentor during the pageant process. And also Jackson and Daniel, who did a wonderful job of attending all the pageants and helping us pull off a wonderful pageant. Thanks, guys.
Hey mom, I'm so happy. No, but really, I just want people to know that we've been working really hard for this, and I know for me it has definitely changed me. I've completely made a 180, and I'm just growing up to be a young, elegant lady.
I would like to give a shout out to my mom. Thank you, Mom, for driving around everywhere, helping me find my dress, and my dad, and my best friend Simone. I talked to her on the phone every day. She was always there after practice to listen to what went on. And my grandma and grandpa, thank you guys for buying all those ads for me. And of course to the UTA Zeta Chi chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to my family. Definitely shout out to the brothers, though. Brothers in the chapter. Shout out to all brothers in this great fraternity. You know, shout out to just the people who, you know, started this pageant, because this pageant is one of the things that I saw that differentiated this fraternity from the other fraternities. No fraternity had a national program that each chapter did like that. Each chapter doing a pageant for women was something that I was like, man, that's something way different than any other fraternities doing. So it definitely drew me to want to join.
Alright, with no further ado,
our second runner-up for the 2013 Miss Black Gold Pageant, your Miss Gold, contestant number 5, Destiny Parker.
Your first runner-up, contestant number 1, Courtney Blacknall.
Miss Black Gold for the Zeta Chi chapter, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Contestant number 4.
try to, when it comes to classwork, it's classwork time, and then when it comes to practice, it's practice time. So you just gotta differentiate the two. Just when it's class time, and school time. Oh crap, I messed up.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
That'll make our blooper reel. So don't worry.
Yes, that'll be funny. Okay, just start, or are you gonna ask me?
Let's go ahead and start.
Okay. Can you ask me the question again?
Yeah, how do you balance schoolwork and preparing for the pageant at the same time?
When it's time for schoolwork, I just focus on schoolwork, and then when it's time to come to practice, I just focus on practice. So it's just differentiating the two.
Okay. Now, have you made many friends with the other contestants in the